What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction video, I am once again going to be checking out a band for the very first time. And I feel as though this is one of those better late than never situations, because a lot of you guys in the YouTube comments have been telling me about this band for a little bit now, and I have been seeing their name pop up in a lot of places over the last few months. Now, somewhat recently, I'm aware that they had a massive single all over the place, and it was the same song that they played while they were on Eurovision. But I feel like I was a little late to it, and I wound up not doing a reaction, and I've kind of just been waiting for something new. And luckily, today, while I'm filming this video, they just released a brand new single and music video, so I'm super excited about it. And one of the other reasons I'm super excited is because this band is from Finland. And Finland has never, in my life, let me down with music. Some of my favorite bands are from Finland, so hopefully these guys can keep the streak alive for me, man. Now, I've heard quite a few different things about this band's sound. Some people have said they're like the Finnish Linkin Park, but then I've seen others say that that's an unfair comparison, that they're doing their own thing. So I don't quite know what to expect here, but I'm kind of led to believe that this isn't going to be the typical metal that I usually hear from Finland. So might be something different for a change, and this could be really fun. But let's just jump right into this, man. I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, for the very first time, I'm going to be checking out Blind Channel with their brand new single, Balboa. Let's go. I can't imagine it would be anything else, but I really hope this song title is a fucking Rocky reference. It has to be, right? Let's go. Oh, for sure, Rocky reference.
I'ma keep coming back like. Running my eyes, wasteful of eyes, tried to survive. Break back to die, whatever the price, I'll pay twice. Yeah, I'll be building my bases. Wanna see the look in your faces from stage stages. Here's to you who said I'll never make it. Time to time machine laces, running up the same paces. Whatever comes, I'll face it and claim it. Every time you run into that crowd.
That's a chorus, and I always want to wait to go in. I'm not going to lie, right away, I can see the Linkin Park reference for sure. I saw a turntable at the beginning, so I assume there's a DJ or a sampler in this band. And even some of the vocal phrasing and some of the way they're delivering stuff gives me early 2000s Linkin Park vibes. Now, it is more modern. The guitar tone is super sick. That's the first thing I noticed. And again, it's probably because I've been a guitar tech, but I really like this guitar tone a ton. And I like the parts that he's playing. I'm curious to see where this goes, because that chorus seemed like it was going to be slowed down compared to the rest of the song. Let's continue with this.
Whatever comes, I'll face it and claim it. Every time you run into that crowd, every time you kick me when I'm down, I'm coming back for more. Like a Balboa. Every time you see me bleeding now, it's one step closer to my crown. I'm coming back for more. Like a Balboa. I'ma keep coming back like Balboa. Knockout.
Great reference. So straight up Rocky reference. The reason in the chorus where I stopped and pointed was because usually when you get choruses that kind of start like that with more dialed back vocals, there's going to be something bigger later that's the hook. It's going to be the part that's going to get the whole crowd singing at shows and stuff like that. And that's when they started singing the more part. That's where it hit me. I was like, there's the hook, man. That's going to be a huge part at live shows for the crowds to sing with these guys. I like this transition between like the really picked up fast verses and then that half-timed chorus. This is really interesting, man. I'm curious to see again where this goes, because I feel like once we get to a bridge, we might get something completely different, but I'm not sure yet.
Time you burn me to the ground, every time you kick me when I'm down, I'm coming back for more, like a Balboa. Every time you see me bleeding now, it's the one step closer to my crown. I'm coming back for more, like a Balboa. I keep coming back like Balboa.
So I'm not gonna lie, man, it took me a minute to like really pull into this, but by the time that second chorus hit, I'm really digging this. It's not what I expected at all, because again, with Finland bands, I expect like harsh vocals, a lot crazier guitar work. This is more the sound that was like really popular in the US where I grew up in like the early to mid 2000s, and it's almost nostalgic for me. Like I really dig it. Gear-wise in this is interesting because I'm kind of stumped all the way around with the guitars and the bass, but let's start at the drums because I have seen the drums. Their drummer is playing a Pearl kit, so I would assume, especially with them coming off Eurovision, maybe possibly picking up some endorsements along the way, he might be an exclusive artist of Pearl Drums Europe at this point, but I'm not sure. And I haven't seen what kind of cymbals he's using either. And really quick, let's talk about Eurovision, because Eurovision is insanely popular all over the place, except for North America, pretty much. I know a lot of friends that have no idea what Eurovision is, or didn't until that Will Ferrell movie was just on Netflix. But Eurovision has been going on since the mid-50s, and it's a giant song competition that's primarily European countries, and there are a couple that are outside of Europe. I know Australia gets involved in stuff, but basically every country picks a song from a band and submits it to the contest, and then all the other countries vote on which one they like best. And, you know, it's similar to, like, American Idol that we have here, just on a bigger scale with bands and other countries are involved. There's different rounds and people get eliminated, and there's, you know, a grand final winner and stuff. And from what I understand, these guys were a heavy favorite, although I think they finished third in like the public voting with fans, and then sixth with the countries voting on them. But after that, I've been seeing this name pop up everywhere, and they recently signed with Century Media Records. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's because they're on Eurovision and stuff like that. But they actually, from what I read, signed with Century Media before they even made a Eurovision appearance. So whether that played anything into them signing with Century Media or Century Media wanting to sign them, I don't know. But Century Media obviously saw something in them before they were even on TV and in front of these people on Eurovision. So let's get back into a little of the music, because I'm still trying to figure out the guitar and the bass, and I want to see if I can, but I don't think I will, but we'll still talk about it. Ooh, I like that sampling.
Every time you think I'm defeated, I'm singing, please be seated. Always love for a challenge. The struggle made me a savage, I'm damaged. Underdogs are a dangerous species. Taking this until everyone sees me. 'Cause every time you burn me to the ground.
cool. I want to go back in that transition to the chorus, but that whole part just kind of gave me like massive Hollywood Undead vibes as well. So guitar and bass, I'm not going to figure out. I can't recognize the headstocks on those guitars. But what I will say is that the guitar player is clearly playing what is a copy of a Fender Telecaster. It's the same exact body style, even down to the configuration of the pickups and even the bridge piece and the volume and the switcher and everything. Like, it is for sure a Telecaster copy. But usually when it's something like that that I can't recognize, that I'm not familiar with, it's most likely a custom company from their area. This might be a Finnish company that I'm not familiar with. And it's the same thing with the bass player. The bass player is definitely playing a copy of a Fender Jazz bass. That's exactly what it looks like. Again, same pickup layout, same body style, even the tonal controls and the volume and everything are exactly the same. But again, I don't recognize that headstock. It probably is a custom company. I'm going to dig into it. Hopefully I can find it out. I don't know anything about DJ gear, so I can't talk about that, but let's wrap up this song, man. I was really impressed with that intro or that transition from the bridge to the chorus. I want to hear it again.
Cause every time you think I'm defeated, I'm singing, please be seated. Always so far a challenge, the struggle made me a savage, I'm damaged. Underdogs are a dangerous species, taking insult till everyone sees me. Cause every time you burn me to the ground,
Sick.
keep me when I'm down, coming back for more, like a Balboa. Every time I see you bleeding out, so I step closer to my crown, coming back for more, like a Balboa. Oh, keep coming back like Balboa.
By the way, I didn't really talk about it in the video, but I loved the actual video itself. I love the fact that the name of the song is Balboa and they're in a boxing ring and there's a lot of boxing elements, even the microphones hanging from the ceiling and stuff. Very, very cool, man. Let's go talk about it. So while that wasn't a song that like completely blew me out of my seat or anything, I still really liked it, and it has me very intrigued to check out this band's other material. I really like this sound. Like I said, it's kind of nostalgic for me growing up in that like early 2000s era of nu metal and stuff like this. Very cool, man. And what I actually really liked about it is that it is like a mainstream rock song. It's very appealing. It's very accessible and easy to listen to. And I can see this being huge on radios all over the world, honestly. I think this song would do very well in the US. But even though it is like a mainstream sounding radio rock song, the songwriting of it was really cool. There was a lot of really cool parts going on that you don't necessarily hear in more generic radio rock. They had a lot of really cool transitioned into parts. They threw in a lot of stops and starts and half times and stuff like that. And I like that. I like those little moments that catch you off guard when you're not expecting that kind of stuff. So, like I said, man, I'm highly intrigued to hear more from this band. I may have to go back and do a reaction to that Eurovision song that they had, because from what I understand, that thing was massive after they finished Eurovision. So if you guys think I would like any other songs from these guys that they have videos for, drop them in the comments, man, because I'm intrigued. I would love to do more of this. So thank you guys very much for watching. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe, man. I release new videos all the time. Subscribing is free, and it helps my channel out a ton. If you liked this reaction video, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, no big deal, man. Thank you very much for your time. You are free to click dislike if you didn't like it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server, I have a Twitch, and if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, I will throw links to that in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much once again for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.